I think starting things off, rejection. Women do not understand how many times in a guy's life he is rejected. Now, to be fair, of course, there are women that deal with rejection, but us guys in general deal with it a lot more. And it starts early with social groups, sports. Yeah, a lot of rejection guys deal with there. But it goes to a whole nother level when you start dating. And as any guy out there playing the game can attest, when you're dating online, it's not that you just get rejections, you get no response. And when you start to get a little bit of a response, you get ghosted. In fact, I found an amazing video the other day. A young, attractive woman actually takes up a challenge from a guy friend who says, you know what, act like a guy online. And I want to see, go reach out to 100 women and see what happens. She created a fake profile, which she felt was actually really nice. And she reached out to the 100 guys. She got barely any responses. We're talking less than 5. And of those responses, every single one of them ghosted her after a few lines back and forth. So yeah, when it comes to rejection in dating, the ladies do not understand how bad it is for us guys. Next up on this list, random boners. Seriously, they literally pop up when least expected. You're out there with your classmates, maybe you're hanging out with your coworkers, you're walking around town, and somebody gets close. You have no interest in this woman, yet she gets close because she wants to see what you're looking at on your phone, and all of a sudden you're sharing that picture and she gets really close. She brushes up against you. You're a young, healthy man. What happens? All of a sudden, boom, within seconds, you've got an erection. Now, if you're wearing a jacket or loose clothing, you can probably cover it up, but you're wearing shorts, you're wearing nice dress pants just with a nice shirt, all of a sudden, there is no place to hide this, yes, raging hard on. The good news, these random erections are normal. In fact, they're a great sign that everything is working properly downstairs. And while we're on the topic, let's jump to the next issue, having to pee with morning wood. Again, waking up with an erection, a great sign that you're healthy. But if you have to use the bathroom, good luck making that happen. Seriously, have any of you guys ever tried to angle? Literally, you are turning your whole body so that you can bend it in a way to be able to pee and hit the toilet properly. I mean, seriously, guys, there is no way women can understand the difficulty we have some mornings just simply trying to use the bathroom. The next problem the ladies definitely don't get, when your balls stick to the side of your leg. Yeah, the sticky plums, you know what I'm talking about. They just are stuck to the leg in a position that's incredibly uncomfortable. So what's a guy to do? Okay, you got to put your hands down there and readjust. But what if you're out jogging where you literally are out there shaking a leg trying to get them to unattach? Now, gents, if this problem sounds familiar, if you've dealt with this issue, you need to check out Pete and Pedro's powder, the sponsor of today's video. And what I love about Pete and Pedro's powder, it lasts all day. It's talc-free and it uses premium ingredients. Seriously, this stuff does not mix with water. Look at this demonstration right here. As you can see, you got the powder in there with the water. Notice it is not mixing. This is hydrophobic. It's going to keep that moisture at bay and it's going to keep you nice and dry down below. And gents, that's really important, especially if you work in a kitchen, you work in a hot area, you put a 16-hour shift in, a 24-hour shift, you are an emergency responder, you're a police officer, you're working in a position in which you simply don't want to be dealing with chafing, with sweating down there because it causes irritation. If that's you, you definitely need to check out what Pete and Pedro, their powder here, the founder, Aaron Marino, is a great friend. I've tested these products. They are great products, highly recommended. And if you're a powder aficionado, depending on what you're looking for, they've got you covered with 3 options. They've got their frost, so if you wanted a bit cooler, their fresh, which is going to be their regular blend, and if you want something fragrance-free, they've got you covered there as well. Oh, and the price? It's friggin' amazing. Guys, this is a no-brainer. If you're looking for a talc-free powder that's going to last all day using amazing ingredients and made by somebody I trust.
Powder up, gentlemen.
So guys, go check them out. I'm linking to them down in the description of today's video. Use that link. You're going to get the best deal when you go over and grab Pete and Pedro's powder. And again, they got 3 different types. Great product. Highly recommend it. I've been using it. Love it. Go check it out. Now for this next issue, I don't know how many other guys are dealing with this, but whenever you split streams, you know what I'm talking about. You stand up there, you're about to go to the bathroom, and you start going, and it shoots off in 2 different directions. It only goes for like half a second. I usually find at the very beginning, and then it goes back to one stream. But in that time period, all of a sudden you missed the toilet entirely and you've peed on both sides of it. Yes, I do clean up after myself, but it's a constant frustration. I don't know, maybe it happens to me a couple times a week. Does anyone else deal with this? Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys, and if I missed something in today's video, I want to hear from you down below. But yeah, at least they're not crossing streams, right? Now, this next issue I think is a bit more serious, and that is so many men are just viewed as predators. And anyone that has nephews, nieces, brothers, sisters, you're a dad. You're just simply at the park with your kids. Have you ever had this happen? I know I have, in which you're just isolated. They push you off like there's a whole group of moms, and random moms that don't know each other will start talking, but you will not be included. And in fact, I know some people have had the police called on them. They've had questioned, hey, they start asking the kid, do you know this other kid? I've had it so that I am careful not to go touch another woman's. She's off having coffee, talking with her friend, not even paying attention to a kid who's about to fall off. And I run over there. And again, I haven't had anyone confront me, but I know you guys probably have some stories you would love to share down in the comments below. Now, this point I know can really rile some guys up, and it's really frustrating because it feels like there's a double standard here. Women do not understand that, yeah, if you're a stay-at-home dad, if you're someone that's spending a lot of time with your kid, you just feel like, yeah, everyone views you not as part of the group, as maybe a threat. And building off that last point, another serious one I want to talk about is isolation. I think that men, we do a very poor job, especially once we're out of college, we're out of school, maybe out of our first few jobs that we're having fun. We start getting serious in life, and we stop associating with other people. We stop building friendships. And this really hurts us as we age. In fact, they've shown that one of the reasons that men, whenever they lose a partner, they die very quickly afterwards because they don't have a support network. Versus women in general, they've got a wider network of people that they've stayed in touch with, other women that they've got these strong relationships with. Men, we don't even do this with our own brothers oftentimes. With their, we just don't stay in touch. I know for me, I purposely have been working to build a lot of relationships. I'm proud to say that I've built a lot of great relationships. I start masterminds, and one of the key things I talk about with these business masterminds is I want friendship out of this. Yes, business is cool and earning money is cool, but I really want to get friendship. And I would love to hear from you guys down below if you've got suggestions of how men in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s can build relationships with other people, with other men, maybe platonic relationships with women, just simply so that we have people that we can call on when we need help, people that know they can call on us when, we need support. You want to just simply talk and share things. I think this is a big issue. So many young men are isolated and are just at home, and yes, they're engaging with games and stuff like that, but they are really, I think, losing that human connection, and it's a big issue I think our society is going to have to face soon. So what video to watch next? How about the secret history of underwear? Seriously, we talk about the cod piece here. So many guys, yes, you wear underwear, but you don't even know where it comes from. There's some pretty interesting stuff in this video. It's a great one, guys. Go check it out. Solid video, and yeah, I think it's good. And hold it up here, click, go check it out. Good one.